Hello everybody and welcome to Slay the Spire, playing as the Defect on Ascension 7. This is Act 3 versus Time Eater. In Act 1 we got the Eternal Feather and the Golden Idol, so we had some money and some survivability. In Act 2 we got the Bloody Idol. Along the way we've picked up the Emotion Chip and Gold-Plated Cable, which work well together. We had picked up All for One as our Boss 1, our Act 1 boss card. And right at the end of Act 2, we managed to get a hold of 2 Claw Pluses and a Rebound. So we are officially a Claw deck now, which means we're in desperate need of card draw, because right now Cool-Headed Plus is our only card draw. Picked up the Bell at the end of Act 2, which was very interesting, because I was talking about how we needed card draw, and we got Centennial Puzzle from that. We also got the Blue Candle, and based on the way their text boxes are worded, I'm assuming if we haven't taken damage yet, we could play the Curse of the Bell through Blue Candle and then Centennial Puzzle Trip. So we needed card draw, and we got card draw right away out of the Bell. We also got the Thread and Needle, which will help with the survivability. Thanks to the Astrolabe and our Niao bonus, we're very stripped down as a deck. We got Chill Plus and Blizzard Plus off the Astrolabe, a little bit of synergy there. Picked up Beam Cell because of the All for One, and that's where we're at. Just got the Core Surge to enable bias cognition if we can find one. So I think, like before, we want to focus mainly on campfires and question marks. We still have the blue and the red key to pick up. We are in line for a shop. I see 2 early shops here. Another shop there if this one turns out to be bad. However, this path, either way we go, only has the 1 campfire, whereas over here, if we stay to the left, we have 3, along with 2 elites, for better or worse, and a couple question mark rooms. That provides gold, and then of course the Bloody Idol provides healing from that gold. So we can actually steer into question mark rooms, but it looks like this might be a good place to start. Get that shop value and give us time to save up for the Act 4 shop. Okay, I guess we get a chance to... Does it exhaust? It does, and we have the Dead Branch. I forgot to mention that in the intro, so this will be an interesting interaction. We lose the 1 HP, we draw 3 cards, we get... Oh, wow. That's great. Okay, so... I'm not so sure how important Storm Plus is. We can Capacitor. Yeah, we can Capacitor. Chill also plays with Dead Branch. Loop, that's infinitely better. Okay, so that's probably what we do, right? We'll do this. Cool-Headed, looking for more zeros. We found one. And now we play Loop. Or do we play Defend for the full block? We get some healing here and at the end of this fight. So we can take 10, conceivably. And we're not going to take that much. So I'll just go ahead and play the Loop here. Oh yeah, I forgot about the Thread and Needle. That's even better. Gotta try and keep that in mind. And now we are intangible. Which is kind of a waste, because we picked up the genetic algorithm. I don't know how fast this fight's gonna go, so let's just get this out of the way. Hey, Dead Branch. I wasn't even thinking about that, but yeah, wow. This deck is capable of so much. I gotta try and keep all of this in mind. We also got the Shuriken for scaling strength, which plays well with the whole claw thing. Can rebound claw. No, that's just lethal. End it with Blizzard, just cause. Speed Potion will play well with the Core Surge that we have. Cold Snap Plus. You know, over the course of that fight, I was thinking how we could use more Frost Orb generation. Glacier's kind of been getting lost in the shuffle lately. It's a great early game card, but we haven't been playing it so much lately. And with the Shuriken having an attack-based Frost Orb could be handy. Alternatively, because of the whole claw identity, we could just skip it for the purpose of keeping the deck thin. Of course, if we did have more energy, we would be more likely to be able to play Glacier, because that's our big problem, right? Glacier and All for One cost 2, and we're still limited to 3. And it exhausts. Okay, let's take double energy. What does this shop hold? This is technically card draw. Get rid of the last unupgraded. So let's take this because it is card draw. It does exhaust. We could take Gorilla. We already have the Shuriken though. We do have the ability to max out Gorilla and still grab the red key. Alternatively, we currently have 1, 2. I don't really count this as an unupgraded card because it's already clearly achieved what we set out to do with it. So I'm going to start counting here. 1, 2, 3 unupgraded cards. We might pick up more along the way. I suppose it's not terribly important that every card is upgraded. Violence does draw more. This just does more damage. So we'd probably do Violence first, then Glacier, then Core Surge. Alright, so let's skip the Gorilla. Could take this for the energy. Not so sure taking this for the block is all that important. If we had card draw under control, then yeah, maybe. Because alternatively, we could just save this for the next act. Let's go with the Sundial. Sometimes I underestimate extra energy, especially as, uh-oh. Defend plus would be okay, Storm plus, Ball Lightning plus. Actually, to be honest with you, I would not be all that heartbroken by any of these. I think Storm plus, because keep in mind, we never asked for this. This came out of Astrolabe. And I was talking earlier in the run about how we have 3 and 8 cards, and that could be something of a problem. Obviously, Chill and then Thread and Needle help to offset that. But if we just lose the Storm plus altogether, it doesn't really do much for us. So that actually improves the deck. It's not often you get that event and you can use it to your advantage, but we did there. Alrighty, so let us Capacitor and then Chill for the Dead Branch value. See what we get there. Blizzard, not very important. So we can do this, and 1, 2, 3 as far as Shuriken goes. And we get that extra lightning. Not bad, having 6 orbs at the end of turn 1. Oh, and then those things exhaust, which plays nicely with the Dead Branch. Interesting. Okay, so that's lethal there. And then we can do this to draw cards. If we do this, then we actually get some block, which frees us up to do this. No, because then we take 1 damage and blow our Centennial Puzzle for no good reason. Right, so the orbs probably finish him off. And now we're in a bit of a sticky situation. I mean, the orbs will finish him off in time, so it's not like we're in a race. But it sure would be nice if we could be proactive about it. Alright, let's do the Dead Branch here, see what we get. Overclock. That's some card draw. Well, it's free. Let's see what we get. Violence, okay. We still have Beam Cell, Core Surge is exactly what we would draw. Not great. We also get the dead branch value. Hologram, okay. All for One is in the discard pile. And we can do this to get some upfront block, so that if we Beam Cell here, we take 8. And then this is only worth 3. So that ain't the plan. Tell you what, let's do that and that. Now we can throw a Core Surge in there? No, this is worth more. Significantly more. Nice, and he's just dead. Sweet. Cool, I'm glad I had the presence of mind to be able to work through that. Oh! I got excited when I saw this, and then I saw this, and it's like, this is exactly what we were asking for. And we do have a nice mix of Frost and Lightning, so this will likely be draw 2. I had one run that I published where I had Seek and like just Seek Plus, and just about every opening hand was literally Cool Headed Plus, followed by Compile Driver Plus, drawing lots of cards right off the top. Alright, before we go too far, let's do this and this to figure out what Dead Branch gives us. Fusion! I rather like that, especially since we just picked up the Compile Driver. And I'm not going to dual cast for that same reason. So now we got the energy we were looking for when we were considering the Busted Crown. We are intangible. Ooh, all for one out of the Dead Branch. That's pretty handy. Wow. Okay. Wow! No way! Wow. And we're getting lots of shuriken value along the way, too. That's insane. That's insane. That was very good. Let's just play it safe. I didn't dual cast because having the Lightning Orb up riding shotgun's pretty handy here. That was an incredible Dead Branch turn. Still have our Centennial puzzle, so whoop. And it's free because the 1 damage we take immediately gets absorbed by the Bloody Idol, so... Okay, all for one. We don't have a way of... Oh, yes we do! This will draw exactly the 1. Nice. FT... Oh, but we can't play it. Cannot play it. Alright. I was contemplating these cards to get them out of the hand, but... You know... That don't work. Now we can play the FTL. And I don't think Rebound all for one is very helpful here. Well, I mean, I suppose we still could play these, because it's not going to make our hand size better, but it could give us 0 cost cards. In which case, or in this case, it could have given us a 1 cost. We'd rather play over the Core Surge. No. Alright, no such luck. But we did get both claws back, so getting lots of shuriken value here. Do we reboot? Nah. If we had some energy, because, you know, the Dead Branch is going to create something, maybe. But this is a nice, clean break. Where's Grand Finale when you need one? Well, that makes this happen anyway. Does this evoke your next orb channel? So that should increase this. Let's find out. Indeed it did. Oh, that doesn't actually do anything for us. I mean, it will on the back end of our turn. Alright, he's toast. Took 1 damage, heal for 5. Nice and easy. Compile driver number 2. Wow. I said we need card draw, and we got this combo here. The puzzle and candle. And then violence, compile driver, compile driver. And I'll tell you what, being able to surge that much draw all at once makes the double energy pickup a smart play. I almost took Cold Snap Plus instead of that. My only hesitation with the Compile Driver Plus is twofold. If we're drawing too many cards, the deck gets reshuffled, and now we find our All for One and it has nothing to pull. And secondly, if we have a lot of card draw, then by the time we do cast All for One, as you just saw in that last fight, our hand is so full we might not be able to get all the cards back. But we can always just not play those cards or something, so I think taking it is better. Worst case scenario, we're like, oh, now we have too many cards, let's pick up another energy source. Play this first for Dead Branch purposes. Wow. Okay, well, that's a turn. Yeah, I should have played Chill first, I suppose. Didn't change anything. Alright, and then we play all of our non-attacks first because of the slow. Where possible, obviously Compile Driver is the kind of card you lead your turn with, in which case you're not going to be able to capitalize on the slow mechanic. I guess we do this first. See what the branch brings. I think we do dual cast because having Frost Orb Shotgun, at least this turn, it makes sense. Currently worth 6 block total, 10. With the plated armor, we can patch that through with that. So maybe we save that for a different turn. So let's go ahead and Compile Driver. Nice. Okay. So how about we Glacier? That patches the gap, and since it's up better for next turn. And then we say 2, 3, and get some Shuriken value. Alright. Yeah, that was one of those times where I had to decide between drawing further with the Cool-Headed or saying what we have in hand is good enough. 3 cards in hand, and that's exactly what we draw here, so we can actually maximize our all for one by playing this here. In fact, we get a million energy. You see that? A million energy. This actually exhausts, whereas Turbo does not. We can bring the Turbo back with all for one, but I don't really see the need for that. In fact, how about this? We can Turbo and now double energy. Hey, look what we found. Channel 3 Plasma, that's interesting. Sure. That is an attack, so let's try and finagle this a little bit better. Let's do that there. And now we're getting ready to play some attacks, so do that there. We got 3 Plasma Orbs. We're gonna have a million energy every single turn. Oh, that's hilarious. Do we Turbo? I don't see why not. Now we draw for 3 off of this. Do we do the Core Surge first? Sure, why not? He's actually getting ready to debuff us. Double energy again? Sure. More Dead Branch value as well. Echo Form! Yes, please. It's basically free at this point. And now we can draw 3. And if we draw the Voids, no big deal. We did not, though. We don't actually need the block here, but that's okay. 2 attacks is beneficial here. So let's do that. And now this gives us some usefulness. There we go. What a brutal turn. So, how does that work? Well, without loop or emotion chip, I guess it doesn't matter. Oh, but we did have the emotion chip. That must have been the turn we played ourselves there. Oh no, the void. Whatever shall we do? This is nuts. So we get to Meteor Strike again. Oh, and that's lethal. Oh, an Echo Form too. Wow. Oh, that's fun. That was fun. Okay. Tori's a really good pickup. We can get imperfect block and still get some benefits. We already have beam. What's it called? Something beam. Where is it? Beam cell. Yes. So this isn't. Whoops. This potion's not that important. And this and this both play with the artifact. We only have one artifact, but still. Whew. Consume or Echo Form. At first glance, I guess my initial takeaway is this better supports claws, and this better supports orbs. And we kind of got the claw thing under control now that we've ramped up our card draw. Also, we're somewhat dependent on frost orbs for our block, so yeah, I think Consume's the better pick there. I think it's a close call, though. And we've been picking up a lot of plus cards, so it's not even clear if we need to smith here. But Violence being able to draw more is certainly better, so let's do that. We do want to pick up the red key soon, just to make sure it doesn't get forgotten. I've been known to do that. Wow. Okay. Well, we can do this without playing Capacitor, so let's just basically figure out what our dead branch value looks like. Okay. Aggregate for every 4, which right now is 3, which is still better than 1. Nice. Very nice. What negative effect? Burn. That's not offset by artifact. So I think after we claw, all for one claw, we glacier to get the orbs. Or alternatively, we can compile driver right now to try to find more zeros for the all for one. And we do have both compile drivers in our hand with 2 extra energy, 2 orbs. That seems more potentially powerful. There we go. A little bit of regurgitation there, which helps with the shuriken value. Can't play rebound all for one, that's unfortunate. But we do get another point on shuriken, so pretty good start. Oh, I could have dual cast there. Probably shouldn't have though, so I'm glad I overlooked it. It's unfortunate we can't play both of these. Well, I suppose we can. The dead branch could give us some sort of like energy boost. It wouldn't be the first time. So let's continue with the dead branch. Hey, look at that, a claw, a buffer. All very good, all very good. So it doesn't matter which order we play these in, because he's intangible anyways. Let's zap. Glacier. So where does that leave us? 6, 13, 17. We're 4 shy. We don't want to waste a buffer on 4. On the other hand, I do kind of want to get Loop into play. It's less important with Consume not getting into play, though. Well, yeah, it basically comes down to not wanting to lose the buffer. The buffer was free, though. Screw it. Let's do the best we can at setting up, which I realize could also be argued to include Consume. Double energy and aggregate. At a time when we don't need all that energy. Look at this though. Let's just show off what we can do. Whee. Hey, it wasn't for nothing. In fact, we might actually need all this block. So let's count it up. 10, 20, 39, 43. This is full block. It's too bad the retain doesn't work on our energy. a pretty lackluster turn. For the purposes of setting up for next turn, I will play the Zap. We probably just have Lethal. Yeah, we almost certainly have Lethal, so that was a mistake. I should not have played the Zap there. Didn't matter. Thank goodness. Ice Cream, another very strong Relic. Wow, what a run this has been for relics, huh? Explosive potions, lesser than all of that. With the pickup of Consume, I could justify this. Normally I'm very, very happy to see a Darkness, but since we do have the Claw thing going on, we don't need it. Especially now that we have the card draw to support the Claw. Second Core Surge, since we do have 2 potions that would benefit, might be a thing. This potion, the Speed Potion, isn't going to be as strong because we don't have many cards that say block. We're relying more on orbs. In fact, it might very well be that the next card remove is in fact a defend, even though it's a plus. We are low on cards worth upgrading, and Darkness is definitely a card worth upgrading. This gives us Dead Branch value for better or worse. That's a tough call. It could go either way. Since we have the Capacitor and Compile Drivers, I think I will go with the Darkness and make that our next upgrade. Have to take the key here. Say that for my own benefit. Bronze Scales, not much of a loss there. So, well, I take that back. Versus the hard deck can be pretty strong. Alright, let's upgrade the Darkness. So now if we have other Dark Orbs, because we do have the Dead Branch, which literally means every card is something like we saw the Meteor Strike a few fights ago. That was a lot of fun. Here we go. We are intangible. That makes this a lot easier. We need the Capacitor before the Chill. Well, we don't have to, but probably should. I'm going to play that to see what Dead Branch gives us. Buffer, not too concerned with. Let's do it in that order to maintain Compile Driver diversity for as long as possible. One bad thing about Darkness Orb is that this is technically 20 health, so even though we'd want the Dark Orb to come here, we can't make it. This is plenty of block. And if we play it first, we can actually get started on this guy. Doom and Gloom. Well, we can't play that and the All for One, so that's not an option. Compile Driver, it's mostly going to be looking for more zeros. We found one. Let's get started on this guy, I guess. I'm going to take 22. We're not going to push any more orbs, which means we literally have 6, 10, 31. We can afford to lose 8, which means we can hit him once. So, All for One will go here, just to get the most out of that opportunity. There we go. Oh, maybe I should have made a Beam Cell? That's okay. We can strip away an artifact here, even though I don't think it's going to matter in the long run. Oh, and I wasn't considering Zap actually pushes the swap forward. So we might have been able to get away with one more hit on him. Let's see. Nope. Well, could have. We would have taken 1 damage, gotten the motion chip. So yeah, if I had studied that alternative, I would have hit him one more time with the Beam Cell. That would have been very good. Alright, that's a good enough turn for double energy, although we don't actually need all of it. Buffer's good. Aggregate. Here we go again. But that's okay, because you know what? Double energy exhaust, so who knows what we get out of this. Skim! That's excellent. Gives us something to do with all of this energy we have. Let's get this down. We're already frail. So let's do this to get some block. Dual cast Glacier. Alright, with the Glacier we can afford to do some damage here. In fact, we might as well dual cast first. Or do we? No, let's not, because then if I FTL here, then dual cast eliminates the non-baseballs. There we go. That makes this fight a lot easier to manage in my brain. Didn't I play the bell? Like, how did I manage to not trigger... Huh. I played the bell, didn't I? I sure did. How did I manage not to trigger that? Oh, buffer! Buffer, right? Buffer, sure. I get it. Alright, so this is a little complicated, because if we violence, we might draw all for one, at which point we can't consume. That remains true here. Didn't get it, though, so we are safe to play that, which is nice. 11, we got plenty of block. So let's rebound Claw. Claw to... Oh, never mind, it's just over. Weak Potion. Going back to what I was saying about block cards, I think I will favor Weak Potion over this one. Also, we didn't take the second core search, so this is a better heart setup. This is where my brain is on that one. Cool-Headed Plus or White Noise Plus? Cool-Headed Plus is card draw, more Frost Orbs. White Noise is potentially Electrodynamics, potentially Echo Form. Actually, you know what? Time Eater. This is 2 cards in 1. This does not play well with Time Eater. So the question is, would we choose a Cool-Headed Plus here? Yes. We consistently find ourselves with too much energy, partially because of Dead Branch, partially because of double energy. This is a lot of fun as a run. Very, very powerful. Here we go. Double energy right off the bat. What does the branch give us? Glacier. That's perfectly good. Because we have the energy to play all of this stuff. It might not still be true after we play Chill, though. So let's see where this takes us. Barrage. So, after we play Consume and Glacier... Oh, I guess if we were going to play Barrage, it would have made sense to do that before the Consume. And then we would have just consumed a populated Frost Orb, which actually would have been okay, because then a Lightning Orb stays here. That might have been the better line. Hey, but you know what? 15 AoE is pretty sweet. These are not the black oozes. We do not have to kill them at the same time. That was a pretty good first turn. It's so funny, too, because Double Energy is one of those cards that I kind of just gloss over when I find it. Alright, this is just going to be a ridiculous turn that we do stuff just to power Blizzard. Yeah, we have a ridiculous amount of block. Which does not drive the fight forward, but... Oh, crap! Ice Cream Cone! I should not have played that defend. The Glacier was okay, but... Yeah, okay. Whoops. I forgot. We have Ice Cream. Doo-doo-doo. Alright, so we don't actually need this. But if we do it, we might find more zeros. We found this one. Okay. I don't think we reboot. We can do this. Hey, hey, hey. Don't need to dual cast. Totally forgot about ice cream. I even have the mod that like sets it right there so I won't forget it. Eek. Taking 1 damage is perfectly safe. Seek, huh? Seek the all for 1. That would not make sense. Loop is free. Zap is free. We have not played genetic algorithm yet. Nice. Where is our core surge? Can't find it. Alright, so we play this without the benefit of... and then I guess we play this. Make it take advantage of the minus cog while we got this going on. There's the core surge. Claw for 12 means that just ending the turn is all we need to do. But let's be proactive about it. More healing, yay. Aggregate plus. Kind of rolling with it. I don't necessarily know that that's the play, but let's go ahead and grab the red key. The upgrades to Glacier, Nor, Core Surge are critical. Transform a card. I think we are safely done with these defend pluses. Hello World. Not very impressive. Dilutes the deck. Although with all the energy we're generating, having more stuff to do is perfectly fine, so maybe that's something we do. That makes it innate, right? I don't know that that's a good idea. Let's go with the Glacier. Alright, Time Eater time. Time Eater time. This probably counts against us, doesn't it? I'll tell you what, we don't actually want the card draw right now. Because we have everything that we need to do with our energy. And he's not attacking us, so let's just do this. Oh, you know what? I should have chilled first, just to see what we got. Alright, that's fine. $48 is a tall order. There's nothing we can do about it. We can dual cast to move the Frost Orb up. We definitely don't need the energy here, so let's not play an extra card. Well, I suppose we can actually make that decision. We do this for a reason. Play 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. Dual cast is give us more block. Not really. It would give us 16, and right now we have 10. That's fine. We actually make him stronger by ending the turn this way. So we'll actually take a bit of damage here. Beyond our healing capabilities, in fact. Draw one fewer card, doesn't matter. 10. 11. And then this pushes a frost orb to the front. Alright, full block. And we still get to keep our buffer. Nice. We're intangible. That's an easy pick. This puts the dark orb up front. Now we force the heal. So trying to damage him doesn't only works if we kill him all the way. So we can use this turn for setting up, such as getting loop into play, making our claw stronger, drawing cards, extending that, which doesn't matter, he's going to wipe it anyways, but it does give us shuriken value. Oh, we only get one more card. Hey. Probably should have played the genetic. Oh wait, that's right, the heal. We'll have another opportunity, I think. This actually would count as a card, which, since we have enough card draw, we can just ignore this. Let's make our cards played count in our favor. Not the best place to leave his clock. But we get some ice cream value. I wasn't even thinking about that as far as the whole double energy aggregate. Maybe. So if we play that a little better, we might actually get kind of like close to unlimited. Alright, so we get 3 cards played. We definitely want to do this. And I do think pushing the Frost Orb forward is a good idea. And then I guess something like this. That's the best we can do. Oh, we take more damage. Well, it's a good thing all this damage is coming right at the end of the act. Oh yeah, buffer! Haha! Me no worry. Also, one is here. Good timing. Oh, this is just over. Claws to the rescue. Didn't even need to beam cell first. Okay, what a different run from everything I'm accustomed to as the Defect. I'm loving it. I hope you guys are too. That is the end of Act 3. Allow me to thank you for joining me. Please leave any comments you have down below, and I'll see you in the final act. Take care.